Hello. How are you? Oh, I'm just trying to get comfortable. I'm out on the couch today so I can observe Jonah better. He's just about to fall asleep, I think. Hey, Nova. I hope that whatever he's watching, I think he's watching Andy's Prehistoric Adventures. So fun times. I hope that's not too loud. Oh, well. No worries, Stephanie. Oh, fun times. Drive safe. The weather's a bit dodged today. Isn't that crazy weather? Hey, Carrie Dwan. Rachel. Yay. Bandana Grandma made it again. Hey, Bob. Oh, you guys rock. I had developed a bit of a habit, I figured, the last 3 days. Hey, Alison. So I thought, I may as well do it. Catch up. Say g'day. I won't keep you as long as I did the other day. Yeah, I wish it was decent rain though. G'day, Tanner. I'm not sure this is your kind of live. She did the other day. Hey, Jess. Yay. Just Jonah is sick now, Carridwen. He just still yucky nappy, so I couldn't send him to daycare. And today is my toddler free day. I kind of live for Fridays. No kids at home and yeah. Oh, nice. So away. This live, Tanner, I'm just looking at your profile pic and you don't look like someone who wants to talk to. I'm making assumptions. Just assumed you were a young person. Youngest, like 11. Sorry. Okay. I thought I'd give it one more minute and then just start chatting to you guys about some thoughts I've had about gratitude. And if you're in my Facebook group, then you know I've had my little pity party today. But you all made me feel so much better, so I really appreciate that. I think I just needed to get it off my chest. And I often hesitate if I'm having a sad time. I often hesitate to say anything in the group purely because I don't want to put a negative tone on it, because it's my group. But obviously I want to encourage you guys to be super real and free and trusting and all of that. So I guess I kind of have to practice that. Hey, Nadia. All good. The morning has flown. Jonah and I have been painting. Jonah really likes painting. So that's fun. And he's been awake since 3. So that's especially fun. So it's been a long day already. I think that's why I felt a little bit precious. Anyway, I know. You're so right, Nova. I know, it's silly. It's stupid, in fact. Ah, there you go. Good on you, Tanner. Well, you've got a lot of mums here who will look after you. It's just mostly mum chat. But, yeah. You can... That's sweet. Alrighty. Sick kids at school. Yes. Oh, yeah. I won't send my kids if it hasn't been 24 hours since the last symptom. I won't send them. And I have heard that 48 hours, but then you've got that debate. Okay, so do you send them? It's been 24 hours since their last symptom. Do you send them? Yeah, it's tricky because, you know, you don't want to spread the germs, but at the same time, it could be 48 hours before they're 100% non-germable. That's a word. But, yeah, Jonah in particular, obviously, because I have to change his nappy and that sort of stuff, then that's obviously more transferable. It's not pretty, but hopefully he'll recover over the weekend. He'll certainly be ready by next Friday, fingers crossed. And he does have MOPS on Tuesday. Yes, our school, I read the policies and our schools say 24 hours. So 72 hours. Is that nursing, Alison? Because that would be different, I guess. because you have a lot of vulnerable people, I guess, like a lot of symptomatic vulnerable people. Yeah. Yeah, so there's, yeah, I guess I would say, yeah, I would normally say that tenor, but then they're missing 2 days of school. So one day is okay, but then if they're at home just hanging around for a whole day, then there's that battle. Hey, Amy. Amy and I are going on we're going to have a hangout next week, aren't we, Amy? Can't wait. It's going to be good. I'll pull the kids out of school for that. So, oh well. But that'll be fun. It's International Women's Day next week. Did everybody know that? Yes, so it will be fun. Last time I went, they had champagne. Prosecco, no less. So that was nice. Yes. Yeah. So this was a stomach bug tenor. So it was one of those things that tend to pass pretty quickly and was only a 24-hour stomach bug, and then I keep them home for 24 hours after that. So yeah, if it was, you know, other like a cold or a flu, I'd weigh up the pros and cons. Oh, that's tough, Kerry Dwyn. Yeah. How old is she? She's 4, did you say? That's tough. Yeah. Yeah, I think a minimum 24 hours depending on the symptoms. 3. Yeah. Jonah likes mops. He calls it mocks. And he goes, there's a couple of granddad type figures who hang out in the toddler room, and we get a message from one of the like grandma type figures every week to check if we're coming, or every fortnight, because he's quite charming, the little Jones. But yeah, I think when he gets up to the older room, that might be different because it's different carers and stuff. He's had these carers for a while, so he just likes mocks. I like mocks. MOPS is mothers of preschoolers. So technically I do tenor, but it's not much is there, to be honest. Yeah, mothers of preschoolers, and I didn't know about it when my kids, when my older kids were younger. And it was so nice. G'day. Oh, the Aussie Housewife. You're on Instagram? Yeah. What is your name? So I can call you by your name. Oh, that's rough, Kerridan, because it's so important for mums to just have that kid-free minute. And, yeah, Carissa. Fantastic. Thanks for being here, Carissa. But, yeah, I wish I'd had mops when I was younger, or had younger. My other kids were younger. I would have got more. I'm not religious though, so there is some awkward moments sometimes. I mean, I'm not an atheist, but I'm not a church goer. And yeah, I'm on my own faith journey, and they're very accepting of that, so that's nice. Oh, g'day, Jackson. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't think I knew about it. I think someday, maybe when my kids are older again, I might like to start a kind of a secular MOPS, so a MOPS for mums who don't have any faith. But I think it's really important still for mums to come together in an understanding space and, you know, just get to be women instead of mum and wife and all of that. A lot of the values that MOPS does is perfectly acceptable for anyone, but then I do wonder about those non-religious people who might be put off by it. So, hey, Jackson. All right. So I did want to talk about, I've kept you for 10 minutes already, but I did want to talk about gratitude and a recent realization that I've had about gratitude. Yeah, there you go. I don't think that you have to go to church to believe in God. Like I sort of feel that. Yeah, that's tough, Kerry Dwyn. You need a break. So important. So And like the things that I wanted to say about gratitude are the mistakes that I've made. Basically, I've made mistakes about how to practice gratitude. And for someone who's naturally kind of, in case you haven't noticed, I do tend to make a lot of self-deprecating jokes. I don't want to say that wrong because that has a whole other meaning. But I do kind of put myself down in a funny way. And in the past, it was due to low self-esteem. More, it's just because it's like almost a habit now, and I'm kind of sarcastic. So, Jonah, did you want to say hello? Nope. So, yeah, I think over time, yeah, I feel like it's an Australian thing to do, right? We do tend to like just, and where I grew up, if someone called you a loser, like, hey, loser, was almost like, it was said with love and appreciation. And to this day, like the people I love most, this sounds awful, but, you know, if they answer the phone with hi, darling, then I think I'm in trouble. But if they say, hey, loser, then I know they're happy to hear from me. It sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud, but yeah, and it's a whole, like, and I think North Queensland, if anyone is from or been to North Queensland, it's a whole other culture up there, and it's very thick. Like the self-deprecating jokes are so thick up there, and then to the extreme opposite as well. They're always saying, you know, how brilliant they are, which is almost in a self-deprecating way. I don't know. It's tricky. It's a whole other language, but I think in that we all get told. There you go. Yeah, it's a term of affection, right? But I think we get told that we should be grateful for all of the things that we have. And I think oftentimes we're told gratitude, we should have gratitude. I'll just get to the point. The specific scenario is when we're saying, oh my God, my kids are just so much hard work and I'm so exhausted this week, da 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 da. Someone would say, oh, you know, you should be grateful because there are hundreds of thousands of other people out there who would kill to have kids. It sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Like people say, yeah, but you know, you should be grateful for them because you have them and other people can't have them. And you go, oh, that's true. And then there's the whole like, oh, I'm such an ungrateful person. And it starts on that cycle. And then we think that that's how we do gratitude. So we should be grateful for the house over our head because there are hundreds of thousands homeless. And you know, we should be grateful for the food. I remember as a kid, we used to be told you should be grateful for your food because there are people starving in other countries. And it's true. And I absolutely agree. And actually, I might have opened my mouth and that came out at different times with my kids. But the reality is gratitude isn't about comparing what we have to what others don't have. So precisely, Amy. And that's what it's like having kids sometimes, right? Like it doesn't have to, it doesn't, just because you feel frustrated or tired or exhausted or anything related to having a particular thing doesn't mean you're ungrateful. And so, yeah, I think learning gratitude, learning how to be grateful for things is almost a skill, particularly if you're prone to self-deprecating jokes. Do you know what I mean? So it needs to come from a place of abundance more than a place of someone else is missing out because you have what you have. So, you know, we can be grateful. Anybody got some examples? We can be grateful that, I must admit, one of the gratitudes I had this morning was Jonah was awake at 3 o'clock this morning and I was grateful that I didn't have to get up and go to work because it could have been worse, right? And he was awake because he was in a good mood and he'd had a good sleep. So I was kind of grateful that he'd had that good sleep, right? So yes, Kerry Dwyn, when you write down 3 things daily, has that been a practice for you? Because that is something that I've tried and I found I would be saying things, and I've said this before, I'd be saying things like, I'm really grateful for Wi-Fi, which felt really superficial. But I am because of the things that, you know, that Wi-Fi brings to me, like this chat, that sort of thing. I have written down stuff because, you know, I can tend to ramble. Okay. Yeah, so I think the other thing, and it kind of comes to my little pity party of earlier, was we can sometimes like have a really good run of things. So health is a perfectly good example. So we can have a really good run of health and, you know, be able and capable and that sort of thing. And it's really not until we're sick that we feel grateful for our health, right? So it's almost like we have to have, and we have to have the lows to be grateful for the highs. And I think that that is, the practice needs to be, Jonah's just turned the TV on. It's as if it's not noisy enough here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it turned itself back on. Right, there we go. Yeah, so I think the trick is being grateful for our health because we feel good, rather than being grateful for our health when we feel sick. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it takes so much practice. And some days, yeah, it might be just grateful for the fresh air. Yes, I regularly write that I'm grateful for YouTube. And I'm really, you know, grateful for payday. I'm grateful for, you know, there's so many, yeah, the little things. I think the little things are what we really need to focus on, because we can be grateful for the highs. Like I can be grateful for a potential, yeah, aircon is good. Can be grateful for a potential lotto win if we can buy lotto tickets. But does that mean that we're ungrateful for working for a paycheck? Yeah, it's actually quite chilly up here. My kids went to school without specifying where I am. But my kids went to school with jumpers on today. So go figure. Crazy. 21-pound dog up to... I did not pick Chester was that big. Ah, there you go, bub. I picked Chester as a tiny little lap dog, like a poodle or something. No, not even I don't know, a small dog. What sort of dog is Chester? 21 pounds. Go for the fact that I never have to, liver. No. Oh, I can remember eating liver as a kid. Liver, steak and liver pie. I'm grateful for my family, especially my husband. That's lovely. I'm great. Yeah, definitely, Carissa. I agree, Kerry Dwin. And, you know, when there's the stark contrasts in our lives, so when we're, hey, Mel. Yeah, when there's the stark contrasts in our lives, so healthy to sick, then, you know, if we're still concentrating on the little things, we don't have a pity party. It's a lesson in that for myself. Japanese Chin Tibetan Spaniel mix. Oh, there you go. 24 by 9:10. That's madness. Oh, really? I'd be bleh. I could not cook liver. No. I showed Austin, we went to the butcher shop recently, and I was showing him the, I think it was lamb brains or whatever. He was so intrigued. It's like, what are they for, Mum? I said, people eat them. No. I suppose he is a lap dog. I think I got, 21 pounds. What's that? About 10 kilos. I'm grateful for the home I live in and the fact that I have children. I'd be more grateful if said kids cleaned said house. Precisely, Lisa. Grateful for school drop-off. Absolutely. Liver, beets, avocados are no-goes for me. I like beets. Love beetroot. I love a beetroot salad with avocado. In fact, I had smashed avo for breakfast this morning because I splurged. Oh, Mel, I can't believe, do you know, it's so weird. You know when you think of someone, how's this? The other day, I I was on an escalator at a big shopping centre and I heard someone yell out Dakota. And Dakota is my goddaughter's name, who I literally never see. I haven't seen for years, just life. And I kind of looked over and they weren't talking to her, which would have been weird, right? Anyway, not 20 minutes later, I'm in Kmart and her sister walks up to me. I was like, oh, my God, I just literally thought I heard Dakota. So, yeah, funny world how you think someone. And yesterday I was thinking of Mel. I was thinking I haven't heard or seen Mel around for a bit. And then, pop, here she is. Okay. Yeah, I know liver is really good for you. Yeah. Being low in iron, do you know what's good for low in iron? And I'm probably going to have a look out. I'm not really sure I will, though. Any guesses? The best meat for iron is... Oh, you're so nice, Mel. It's so weird to think of myself on... Okay. Did you see a fly? I saw the fly buzz over here as well. Okay, no one knows. The best meat for iron is actually kangaroo meat. And you can actually buy that in the shops here. You probably could buy more in the US. Can you do the kitchen? I'll do that. Who's doing what? Oh, really? Jess, I'm sorry that you're having a rough minute. We're here for you. Yes, kangaroo meat is the best. I don't know. We do ship a lot to the States, kangaroo meat. We can buy, I might buy some. Maeve claims that she eats kangaroo meat because she tasted something this big when she was in prep, which was 6 years ago. It was like a sample they had. It's really low in fat. Molasses. I do love, I've got some molasses in the pantry actually. Yep, we eat Skippy. Well, do we though? Do we really? Because it's not on my regular shopping list. I remember I grew up on a cattle property and there were times where we needed to feed the cattle molasses and we used to like some for the cattle, some for us, some for the cattle. It's pretty messy. There you go, Nadia. See the fly. Buzz away, fly. Yes, I was actually just watching Mel Robbins this morning. Yep, pig farmers are the best. Do love me some pork. So the property I lived on, their brother-in-law had a pig farm, so it was awesome. We had, sorry if there's any vegans. Yeah. It's kangaroo is kind of gamey tasting. Doesn't taste like chicken. Yeah, it's kind of gamey. It's a very strong flavour. I think I've had like, beg your pardon? I don't know what you're saying. Really, Tracy? Yeah, there's a whole, like, people have kangaroo farms for that very reason. Can you see this? Do you know what that is? That is glitter glue. Who did that?
I did do that.
You didn't do that? I think you did. Who did that?
I did do that.
Austin did that, did he? That doesn't seem likely. Yes, I love Mel Robbins. You don't need a sandwich. You've had 2 bowls of cereal. And actually, there's no bread. We don't have any bread. Do you want to come say hello? Yeah, so she had she is getting a TV show. That's pretty exciting. Oh, what's Western Price? I don't know anything about that. Orange oil and magic erasers. Yeah, it's I think it's glue for slime. And I think it wasn't Austin because Austin wouldn't touch glue. Who do you think it was? Was it you? Oh, slime's doing my head in. They keep leaving it lying around and it just kind of ends up in the bin. And then in the bin. Yeah, it was probably Nemo. Was it Nemo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nemo do that.
Nemo do that, did he?
Hey.
He painted that.
Nemo painted.
Nemo painted that, did he?
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Nemo do that. Whoa.
Yeah, it'll come off. It's only glitter glue. I'm not too worried. Poor Nemo. Nemo was in strife this morning. Jonah was most concerned about where he was and what he was doing, and he made me feed him at 3 o'clock this morning. Ah, okay, Jess. Good to know. Yeah. Problem solved. Yes. Yep. No sandwich. There aren't any.
Hummus.
Would you like some? I haven't got anything. I haven't done any grocery shopping. Oh yeah, that's the challenge. Jonah has done a bit of drawing on walls, but mostly I'm very careful about what's left lying around. But yeah, the glue I suspect is Maeve. I think
Here.
Maeve did that, did she? Go Nova. I can't imagine they would. A butcher. We can. You never know. Whoa! Stop. All right. Sorry, I got distracted because sometimes I get notifications and I'm spaced out. Can you tell I've been awake since 3 o'clock this morning? So tell me. First starter, you had a Dyson upright, and now you have a different vacuum. Okay, sure. The Dyson upright just kept falling apart. It was maybe 10 or 11 years old, and it had been very mistreated. I'm not going to lie. And it just started falling apart, and so now we just got this other one. I would highly recommend a Dyson. I do struggle with this one though, if you've seen my videos. Oh, good point, Kerry Dwin. Yeah, Woolies and Coles often have kangaroo meat. Yeah, all I can say is I like a Dyson and I don't think you can go wrong with a Dyson. But having said that, I've only owned a Dyson for the last 10, 11 years. So I'm sure that there's probably competitors that are similar now. Oh, 3:33 this morning. Yeah, I can't remember specifically the time. Oh, I don't know. I'll have a look later. Remind me to answer what kind of Dyson it is. I just a ground one. I've never heard of a Neato. What's a Neato? Ah, that's interesting, Keridwin. Yeah, my kids don't. Jonah used to love the sound of the vacuum cleaner when he was little, but then he had hearing issues when he was little. He's had grommets. I'm afraid a robotic vacuum would die in my house after a day. Oh, thank you, Tracy. That means so much to me. You have no idea. I don't really like my cordless Dyson. Gotta say. Oh, good to know, Jordan. Sharks are supposed to be good too. I have heard good things about them. I don't like my cordless one, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I might have bought like an off-branded Dyson. So I bought it from like a telemarketer type thing, like a TV. I don't know. I don't think it was a good Dyson is what I'm trying to say. But it does annoy me. That's why we didn't get a cordless one this time. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for that one. Yeah. Hoovers are good. Yeah, it's a ball one. Yeah, I just have an extra long extension cord on my Dyson, and it gets through most of the house. So that's all right. The cordless one I do use on tiles. I find that's good, but on our carpet, I don't use it. Very often. Occasionally, I might.
Yeah.
I'm all about the lazy. If there's a lazy way to do something, I'll find it. If it has to be done, yeah, extension cord. I only needed a couple of meters at best. But yeah, it's just what I do. Any questions, any comments on gratitude and thoughts on gratitude? So I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's gone so quiet here. It's nice. Jonah is going to crash any minute, I reckon. I'm grateful for being able to see the humour in and keep calm over the shampoo incident. I think that sounds like a very good. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yep. Me too, Mel. Right back at you. Yep. Lazy. If you want something done simply, ask a lazy person. I'll tell you. How do you teach your kids to think about gratitude? That's a good question, Amy. I feel like you would know how to do that. There you go. There you go, Nova. I'm grateful for owning my home as I never thought I would. Do you know, Lisa, I realised the other day I have never lived in a home that was owned by myself or my mum or whatever. Just interesting. Yes. Oh, why? Oh, nice, Jordan. It wasn't by me, Nadia. Okay. All right. Teaching our kids gratitude. My kids, we try to do around the table, what are you grateful for? And, you know, kids will do, I'm grateful for Stampy Longnose or Head or whatever his name is on YouTube. We do, Aussie seems to take it on a lot more, like you can. Yeah, that would be the case. No. Yeah, we try to do it at the dinner table. I'm not saying we get to sit at the dinner table every night. Like 2 nights ago, last night we had toasted sandwiches for dinner because it's the day before payday and it was let's eat what's around. Jones, could you take that over there, please? It's a bit loud. That's a no. Yeah, Tanner, you could let us know. He says, grateful for clothes. Not like Adam and Eve. They had to wear leaves. That's way cute, Bob. Yeah, we used to do the 5 senses game. Is that too loud? We used to do the 5 senses game on the way to school. Let me just turn Giggle and Hoop down. Oh, you're tired. There we go. I'm grateful for an overtired toddler, which means he'll be a sleeping toddler soon, hopefully. Oh. Anyway, yeah, but so we play the 5 senses game on the way to school. You know, what can you hear? What can you taste? What can you feel, what can you see, and then what can you smell. And that went all very well until Rose, my sweet, innocent Rosie, said, I smell someone's fart. So we don't play that game anymore because she's disgusting. I'm grateful for a reasonable outing. Yep, that's got to be it. No, my husband gets in on the gratitude, and he actually is quite good at it. He listens to ABC radio a lot, and so he'll often have some interesting insight into what's happening in the world, which sometimes is not appropriate to discuss at the dinner table, but whatevs. Yeah. What about you guys? Does your husband get in on the gratitude? Yeah. Well, I have found that girls are grosser than boys. It's just it. Yeah, fair enough, Mel. Yeah, that's good. Austin is pretty good at picking things that he's grateful for. Yep. So you find that too, Amy? My girls are gross. Nadia, I had that today. I had a class or something, a boot camp thing this morning, like a online chat thing. And I was wondering why the sound had gone off. And so I came to find the computer because I was listening to it in my earpods, and there's Nemo sitting on the computer. Yes. I'm grateful for my husband's cooking ability. Yeah, girls are gross, way worse than boys. Trust me. At least in our family. Oh, until Jonah comes along, because I think he's going to be the toughest of them all. He has so far been the roughest. Yeah, farts are funny. I had ADHD son. What does NT mean? Neurotypical. Nah. I got it. Yep. Yeah, I was especially grateful for that because Thursday night I told the kids that we were going to have McDonald's for dinner, and I sort of didn't think it was a good idea after the week of ills. So I told them that, we couldn't. I told them actually that we didn't have money in the spending account, and they were really good about it. We had toasted cheese sandwiches for dinner, and they were stoked. So that was good. Of course, we're having McDonald's for dinner tonight. But anyways, yes, I have to practically bribe Maeve to have a shower as well. It's going to change, I'm sure. Here we go, Nadia. Oh, my fruit and veggie person's here. Too bad they'll see me and hear me, otherwise I'd just hide down. So I might go quiet or else I'll think I'm... Yeah. Yeah, Austin was pretty happy with grilled cheese sandwich, so that's something. Oh, I'll go and answer the door. Just a second. G'day. Well, thanks. How are you? Sorry. Thanks so much. You too. Thank you. Hey. Ouch. Okay.
Banana.
Yeah, you can have a banana. Okay. Oh, that might be a bit green. I'll show you the fruit and veg. Oh, can you see that? Is that good? Yeah.
One.
That's mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms. See? Mushrooms. And what else? We've got some avocado and some grapes. Do you want a grape?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mum.
Baby egg. No, baby egg.
It's not an egg.
Right. Baby egg. Hey, baby egg.
It's not a baby egg.
Baby egg, right here.
It's not. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a little bit small for him. His shirt. Oh, that's, yeah, it is really good, Rachel. And the best thing about that is I often forget to order it. And yesterday, the lady who organises it messaged me as a courtesy to see if I wanted it because I'm notorious for forgetting to order it. So that was really good. I know, Macca's is out of control. We get the family box, which is rubbish, and it probably costs $35, $40, and it's just rubbish. I love this fruit and veggie box. It's such good value. What's your daughter's name again, Jess? I will say hello to her. Yeah, so this is a, how much was this box? She didn't write the price on it. But it's usually about $50, I think. Yeah, I think that is a $50 box, so didn't get any onions. But look who else is here to say hello. Boss, you want to say hello? Yes, generally they just buy the basics from the markets. Yeah, Hungry Jack's is the way to go. They just buy the basics from the markets and you can say, oh, none of this, extra that. So Nemo won't do that. It's fine. But, yeah, this has fruit in it. Often I will say, yeah, well, this time I said no onions because we have heaps. We needed potatoes, and it's usually purchased from like the big markets every other day, I think. But yeah, mostly it's the same sort of stuff unless there's something really good in season. Oh, that's sad, Nard. Yeah, I might make a coleslaw. There's a cabbage there. Rose will ask for cucumber for breakfast. Don't you love that? Chloe, you better go have a shower, Chloe, so Mummy can put you to bed. Hoot, hoot. All right, let me see if I missed anything while we're here. It's a lot of awkward silences, isn't there? Allergic to nannies. Oh, dear. Yeah, Rose is weird. Rose will ask for cucumber. There's only one of my kids who'll eat it. In fact, I don't even really like cucumber. Oh, yeah, Mel, ask away. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, Nemo is cute, but I think he's got oil on the back of him, which means he's been somewhere he shouldn't. Yeah, chocolate for breakfast. Wants to play violin in the ensemble at school, so we signed him up. Wow, isn't he only in grade 1? That's exciting. Then go second letter. That's a bit much. Well, why aren't they teaching it at school if they're offering it? Because that seems a bit much. We would have paid for a tutor.
Mommy, babe. Mommy,
Yeah,
babe.
that is tricky.
Mommy, babe.
Get up and get your own grape. I'm not your waitress. Apparently I am. Did you have to buy the violin as well, Mel? Because, yeah, I don't know, like we considered getting a tutor for Maeve when she was playing the clarinet because she didn't feel like she was being taught anything at school. But she wasn't really into the clarinet, so we didn't. Yeah, I think. Why, Mel? Why? Why are you finishing work? Are you having another baby? That would be really quiet. Oh, well, yay, that's just as good. Good on you. It's tough working with more than one kid or with any number of kids. Hey, Mary Beth. I got so excited then. I was like, wow, you kept that really quiet. I don't know. I guess it just depends on his interest. And being in a bigger city, you might have more options. Having said that, I know someone who teaches the fiddle via Skype, so which would be a bit tricky, but that's an option. Fiddle and violin are different, I realise, but how much? That I don't know. Yeah, seriously, it's just so hard to. I have no idea how working mums do it. Oh, that's tough, Nova. Yeah, so hard being a working mum. 5 dozen eggs. That's the way to go, Kathy. Make lots of quiches and pop them in the freezer. Yeah, Maeve ended up teaching herself clarinet through YouTube videos because she felt like her teacher wasn't that. Brenda's in the house. Bandana Grandma was here before. I don't know if she's still here. Yeah, see, Maeve dropped out of doing clarinet because A, she had to be there at 8 o'clock, plus she had to do that, I think, 3 times a week, plus give up a break. So, yeah. 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 I know, she was here looking for you, Brenda. At this stage, it looks like I might have to homeschool. That's going to be tough, Kerry, doing. Brenda. Quiche, ham, spinach, mushrooms, yum.
Daddy here.
Yeah, and actually, at that last YouTuber Creator Day that we went to, Amy, there was a dude who taught bass guitar online on YouTube. So that's something. To totally do YouTube. Jonah's okay, not 100%, which is why he's not at kindy, but the other 3 are fine. I suspect Maeve just wanted a day off yesterday because the others had days off, so whatever. One day's not going to hurt. Pardon me. Oh, sweet. Oh, good on you. Now, don't wait for anything. I've had my phone on plastic, literally, and you might have seen the video, plastic lawnmowers. Yeah, that's tough, Carrie Edwin. Yay. Yep, there you go. Don't need a tripod. In fact, my tripod drives me nuts half the time. Just do it, I reckon. Just if you're using your mobile phone, turn it sideways. Thanks, Brenda. I'll leave that to you. We will work it out, though. Brenda and I are going to do a live chat, 2 people chat, both of us together somehow. As soon as Brenda figures it out. I'm just leaving it up to her. Yes, absolutely. So when I started my channel, I totally did not want anybody else to know. And I didn't even used to film it when any of my family were around. And I would sometimes take footage and put it all together and upload it and stuff like that. So my early videos are quite haphazard. I didn't want anyone in my real life knowing. It's really only been probably in the last 6 months where I've kind of started to tell people in my real life and kind of say what I do, because it's kind of a weird thing to do, I guess, in Australia. Would you? Yeah, it's not very common. Oh, but it does. It does take a lot of courage, I think, to put it up there. But then you get you guys. You get people like you who just make it all okay. I know, right, Mel? I started to actually talk about it. I haven't there's only certain people I tell, but yeah. Yes, Carrie Edwin is Aussie. Yeah, but it does take a lot. Mel's channel. And I think it was probably not quite 18 months ago that I started to get quite serious about being consistent. And there's quite a few of us, Lisa. I think, although many aren't in our Facebook group at the minute. I know there's a few that have taken themselves out. But yeah, I know, right, Brenda? It's kind of weird. Mostly I just didn't want the school gate mums knowing. Yeah. Yeah, blogging is tricky too. Oh, there's a Aussie Mums Facebook group. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about that, Carissa. I usually try to remember to tell people about it. But yeah, it's a bit Australian vlogging mums, that's it. Yeah, I ended up having to tell some of my school mum friends because Maeve told her friends who then told their mums. And so I felt like I needed to tell them. But yeah, Australian Vlogging Mums Facebook group. It's pretty inactive at the minute, really. Yeah. Absolutely. Come and join us, Carissa. But yeah, it takes a lot of courage. And the thing is, I'm less worried about what strangers think of me because I know they don't know the all of me than I am like the schoolgate mums who think they know the all of me. Arrange out 1 or 2 of them declutter rooms. There you go. Now that sounds like a good payment option. Oh, it has been, Rachel. Thank you. I know it's late where you are, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm quite happy for strangers to see my disgusting home, but I would not invite my next door neighbour in. Night, Rachel. And there are some school mums, you know those. I have to be careful what I say because you really never know who might find your videos. There's 1 or 2 who you just like chat in passing, not very often, and you just know they're almost fishing for things to gossip about for you. So yeah, it's awkward. It's kind of the ones that you want to keep close, but you don't want to tell anything to, if you know what I mean. Yep, Catherine, I agree. Cleaning with the toddler, near impossible. Did I see a comment somewhere? That's smart, Lisa. I did see a question. I thought I did. I must be imagining things. Oh, am I still looking to move? Yes, we will be moving in November. That will be happening. We may be homeless for a time, but it will be fun. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah. Oh, that's rough, Catherine. Yeah, it is sad. And I've been caught up in it from like kind of talking about other people with certain people, and you never know you never know the truth. So it's your gratitude practice. I try to write daily something to be grateful for. And oftentimes packing and moving house videos, really? It's going to be chaos. Yes, at the end of the year, Brenda, we're moving. Don't know where. Could be another town. Will definitely be another house. That's all we know. Yay, Angela, thanks for being here. That's desperate, Mel. No, we're not going to be looking for a place until November, to be honest. And even then, don't know. Yes, I started to read that book, I think, Barbara. It's quite heavy in the beginning, from what I remember. Got to get rid of so much more stuff before then. Yeah, we will. We won't settle in, don't want to be in suburbia anymore. So we want to have a bit of land. I'd like to have chooks. That's kind of my goal, is to have some chooks. But it's just a matter of where. Maeve starts high school next year, so that's a whole other new thing as well. No, that's another question. Oh, gratitude practice. Yes. I try to journal and write what I'm grateful for, but it's hit and miss. Yeah. There you go, Angela. I know. You got to sort of pick what you are. Mostly I just want a bigger yard. I don't really mind about inside the house. I just want to be outside. I think the bush kid is coming out in me. And my husband likes to chooks, chickens. Chickens, like, yeah, hens, chooks. Sorry, Brenda. There's my bogan Aussie accent kicking in. Yes, chickens. Call them chooks. Let's go and talk. Planning to move in August. Will you stay in Tassie, Nard? Bogan Aussie accent at its finest. Oh, been an hour, you guys. I love chatting to you guys. So nice. Did we lose Tanner along the way? Poor kid. It's funny you don't. Oh, what did I say to a friend the other day? My friend Cara from Cara's Life on the Farm. What did I say to her? I said, "Oh, you're having a shocker." And no, not at all, Brenda. I could tell you some stories about some of that. But yeah, I said, "Oh, you're having a shocker lately," or something like that. And she goes, "Shocker? Does that mean a rough time?" So, yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of a stark contrast between Devonport and the Gold Coast, Nard. Oh. Jonah loves kindy, except he does. Thanks, Angela. He does cry when I pick him up. Like he's happy, 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 takes one look at me, sees me there and bursts into tears and then is really, really pathetic. He's just a bit prone to dramatics, that little boy. Chock-a-block. There we go. Caridwen. She's bright, that one. I used to have to, Maeve used to speak in Spanish because of Dora when she was little. I love Southern accents as well. Texan accent, they're awesome as well. I love Irish accents too, but all of the UK friends would be sleeping now because it's crazy o'clock over there. Yeah, Spanish kind of makes sense. We used to learn Italian when I was in primary school. Aussie say I sound Kiwi and my family say I sound Aussie. There are some things that you say that are very obviously Kiwi, Mel. I call it kindy, but it's really the toddler room. So it's 2 to 2.5-year-olds. He must be heading up to the pre-kindy room. Yeah, so I lived in North Queensland as a kid and we learned Italian in primary school. And when I went to one particular high school, because I went to 5 different high schools, we actually learnt the local Indigenous language, which I thought was really awesome. And so we did learn, I think it was called the Kirima language, gone off the top of my head. But that was pretty amazing. I sort of wish that that was the language that was taught in schools as definitely the local Indigenous language, because it's a lost, and it's, each little pocket of Indigenous people had a different language. So I did learn some Indigenous swear words when I lived in Cloncurry, which is up in North Queensland's high Indigenous population. And we lived in an aged hostel, and literally in the aged hostel, my mum managed it and we lived in the same building. And there was a few Indigenous people there, but one Indigenous lady who I just adored, Lizzie, and she used to teach me swear words, which is always nice, just Indigenous words for bum and stuff. But she told this one story. She actually had Alzheimer's and she used to tell the same story every time about her brother swearing at his mum. It was hilarious. And funny story, I ended up babysitting her great-grandchildren And then they happened to live in the town that I now live in, and I would look after her great-great-grandchildren, which is really special because I could tell them about their great-grandmother or their great-great-grandmother that they never met, which is a bit special. Aboriginal language was amazing. I wish my kids learn Indonesian, which just doesn't seem that. I did learn Japanese in one of the high schools that I attended, but we had an Indian teacher, so he also had that accent, trying to teach Aussie, like full-on bogan Aussie kids. Even though it was a boarding school, we were bogans, bush kids. And, yeah, it wasn't pretty. It's the only E I ever got. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, Nadia and Carissa. That's awesome. Our kids don't have the option to learn a second language in primary school, I understand. But like I said, it's Indonesian, and yeah, it doesn't seem as, like, I would prefer they learnt maybe even Japanese, or I actually would prefer they were taught the local Indigenous language, because I think even most of the Indigenous kids wouldn't know their local language anymore, which is a bit sad. It's definitely a lost art, and I feel like that would bridge a lot of gap between that. But, Jonah's not happy because with all of the challenges of YouTube Kids recently, I've picked only recommended channels for him. There we go. There's McQueen. Or Dunka. So I'm a little bit more aware of what he's watching. And he wanted McQueen. It's just laying down on the floor with my iPad, mind you. I just feel like Indonesian. But one of the ladies at school was telling me a funny story. Oh, that's cool, Angela. They're actually from the UK, and he must have I think they start learning it from grade 3, and he got in the car and she had known that he'd had Indonesian this particular day, and she said to him, "Oh, how did you find Indonesian today?" And he was like, "Why do I have to learn that? I just want to learn. I just want to speak Australian. I don't want to speak Indonesian." So I just counted my rewards. I couldn't tell it the way she did, but it was hilarious. I just want to speak Australian. And he's actually from England, so I couldn't stop laughing when she told it. I've totally butchered the story. Yes. Options were French and German. My Simmons was French, German, and Spanish. We both took French. Remember how to say dress. I can say croissant. Yeah. It was so cute the way he said it. Just want to speak Australian. And the way she said it in her English accent was hilarious. Haha, there you go. They really do. Austin currently is obsessed with getting a Spider-Man costume. So it's his birthday in April next month. So he'll be getting a Spider-Man costume. Hopefully I can find one. Yeah. You watching McQueen? Oh, you guys, let me know any questions. I'm just going to check messages over here. All right. Yes, I think I will head to an op shop. There's an op shop locally. Yeah, but they're like $30, Mel. I don't want to spend $30 on a costume he'll grow out of. And granted, Jonah will wear it, no doubt. But mais oui, mon so poupou. Yeah, I just don't want to spend that much money on a costume because basically I'm a tightwad. But having said that, we have a fancy dress once a year for because we're big kids and my university friends still think we're 20. And so once a year we have a fancy dress and it has a theme. Last year it was villains, so we all had to dress up as villains. Now remember, these are adults now. It's 4 or 5 different families, and we have about 13 children between us. We still do our dress ups every year. And this year's theme is musicians. So I have to think of a musician that I want to dress up as. I think Maeve's going to go as Katy Perry. I think, oh no, she was saying someone the other day who I hadn't heard of, and I was like, seriously, can you pick someone that I know? It is so much fun, Kathy. We have the best time. Yeah, and we go all out, so we need to get a costume for that. I think Ado is going to go as Freddie Mercury, so he's even going to grow the moustache. See you, Amy. Thank you for being here. See you next week. Can't wait. Yes, I could dress Jonah up as, we could go, the whole family could go as Kiss. One of my friends reckoned I should go as Dolly Parton. Yeah, because she's my favorite singer. But yeah, I don't really have her figure. Not many people do, to be fair. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think Dolly Parton would be fun. Yeah. So yeah, Ado's gonna go as Freddie Mercury. I thought I would dress Jonah up as one of the Wiggles. He really likes Emma. So Jonah, do you want to be a Wiggle? I wish you could. I wish you could see him. He's laying there. Big boobs, big hair, big hips. Yep, I could do that. Might put me in proportion. No worries, Nad. Take care. Good luck. Oh, Kathy, no worries. Lady Gaga. Oh, I can buy kangaroo meat. I do like Lady Gaga at the minute. Yeah. You guys, it's getting late for you guys, so I don't want to keep you any longer. I'm going to get going shortly. I will chat to you later, Nah. Do you know where I am? Night, Kathy. Kangaroo meat. Look. So yeah, I do have a leopard print jacket that could definitely be some part of a costume. I'm so excited you did too, Brenda. It's awesome. The year before last, the fancy dress theme was out of this world. So it was like sci-fi. It was a sci-fi one. So what did we go as? I can't even remember. Oh, Madonna. Yeah. Madonna would be cool. It's so fun. And thankfully, so my friend got to pick, because this year is like our 40th birthday, whereas no, Siri. She always butts in. So she got to pick, which is good because the boys usually pick. Her husband and his 2 brothers usually pick. And like I said, last year was villains. And the year before was sci-fi. And the year before that, we didn't go to it, but the year before that, I think it was country and western. Like you had to go like cowboys and Indians or something. So it's politically incorrect to say these days. ZZ Top. Yeah, we might have to do some educating around what they look like. Olivia Newton-John. Yeah. Dolly does sing to me though. That was oh, ABBA. Yes. Yeah, so it is April 13th, the party. So I don't think he would do that. I think he's pretty set on Freddie Mercury. Mostly because he's got the figure. I reckon, a good theme, and if I ever get to choose, which I probably won't because they don't let me pick stuff. They're like siblings and they just like, you sit in your corner, Mel. I reckon a good fancy dress theme would be sitcoms, 90s sitcoms, right? Totally going as the Friends cast. Like any one of them, I'll just like change costumes through the night. I'd have the best time with that. But yeah, they wouldn't go for that. Seinfeld, yes. See, and when I suggested it, I was like, I'm going as Kramer. And I said, you could grow your hair like Kramer. He's like, it's a pretty big commitment to grow your hair for a one-night fancy dress party. I don't think it's unreasonable. I might have, I'm not having a 40th. Oh, yes. I'm not having a 40th birthday party. Like everyone this year of my friends is having a 40th. So I'm not going to do it. So I decided I was going to have a second 21st. So yes, Angela. So when I turn 42, I'll have a second 21st, right? We'll be in our own house. We'll have 90s sitcom theme. Everyone can come along dressed up in yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. And yeah, it should be good. Maybe you will, Brenda. Maybe you will. I know, right? Because everyone's having a 40th. And I just was like, actually, and when I say everyone, my closest 4 girlfriends and I are not, one of the 5 of us are, but the other, and sadly that 40th is actually the same night as the fancy dress, I think. But it's a little bit of a travel away, and it's just, whereas the fancy dress party is like down the road. So it's just that much easier. I really hate traveling with kids. Yep, second 21st. My first 21st was good, but yeah. Hey, you guys. So, well, there's still quite a few of you here. Yeah. Oh, Nemo wants out. There you go, Lisa. I was not, thankfully. I did have a pregnant girl at my 21st, though. Wow. Oh, there you go. It's any excuse for a party. Ouch. My legs are all squishy. Nice, Angela. Yeah. Make it look like that's what you're doing. Hey! Now, you did tell me your name the other day and I've forgotten. Okay, well, what I might do is let Nemo out and duck to the loo. You guys can just hang out here. If you don't mind just chatting amongst yourselves, I'll be back. All right, puss. Are you going to nice, Giants? I think you should.
Say the colors. Green, yellow, green, yellow. It's really bouncy. Look. It's a slide. Hey, I'll go down first and then you follow, okay? Whoa.
All right.
Hey, stay there. I'll put you.
Oh, that's better. Okay. See you, Mel. Jackie. That was it. Okay. I should be folding clothes as well. Lovely.
These are like pyramids. Look. It's a blue pyramid.
Yeah, well,
Green pyramid.
if you guys want to keep chatting and you're on Facebook, pop over to my Facebook group and there's lots of, you can have some chats in there. It'd be lovely to have you all. I've put some moderators in the Facebook group so they're kind of, there's someone there sort of 24/7. That was the idea. Just so if anybody needed anything at any time, that if, you know, they're around, then they try to reply. So, 9:15, it is 12 in Queensland, Australia, in the middle of the day. Nemo, puss, come say hello. Come here. He's rocking the computer. Puss. Nemo, Sion, up here. Come here. Which is, he'll give kisses. Nemo. Kiss. Thank you. Thanks. Say hello. Oh, look. Oh. Nemo, look. There's Puss. Oh, thanks. He's drooling. Oh, yeah, because down south is an hour ahead of me. Addie says hi. I'm in Queensland. Ouch. I miss Australasia. Sydney, lovely. Oh, you just missed Sydney, Mel. I'll probably close off at the 90-minute mark, guys, so that I don't keep you too much longer and I better go do some stuff. I must say I haven't seen much of Australia myself, Jackie. Like, I'm a Queensland girl through and through. I've been to Sydney twice, I think, but I've never been anywhere else outside of Queensland. I've been all over Queensland, but never I just missed. I'll just that's my husband. Didn't leave a message. Yeah, might need me. Just excuse me, guys. No, it's rude. Oops. We're on the same page. You know, I knew what he wanted, so I have to do that right now. Oh, thank you so much. You have no idea how I need to hear that today. I just need to quickly do this. So please excuse my rudeness. Transfer. Next thing. I have to pay some bills today as well. It's payday. Oh, thanks, Brenda. I always feel like I'm just rambling away. So I do love a good chat, in case you can't tell. Just let me do this. I'm sorry. I feel rude, like I'm talking to people while on my phone. Done. Thank God for internet banking, right? Okay, done. Now, done. He won't know what a tick means. I better just say the word. All right.
You want to go first? Yes. Go first.
Ah, dear. So he's going to pay a bill. He's at the bank. Thank goodness. Some bills you just can't pay.
Good job. Okay, here it comes.
So anyone's kids or Addie watching Blippi? Oh, dear it is. Excuse the yawn. I will have an after dark clean with me up in the next. Hey, there's only so many of you here. Oh, that's awesome, Jackie. Make sure you let us know. Let me know when you've got videos up. I'm sorry I haven't checked out your channel. Hey, Addie. You're lucky, Carissa. Oh, Blippi. Yeah, Jonah's watching Blippi right now. Is he just new? He just seems to be recently obsessed with him, or has he been around for a while? You can see Nemo's tail still. Nemo's still sitting here. Yeah. Puss, you want to hello? Addie's there. Nemo doesn't know what's going on because I don't usually let him sit on my lap. We haven't gotten an Xbox in this house yet, touch wood.
There's a slide right here. I'm gonna go first.
Oh. Jackie, I remember now.
Blue slide. Here I go.
Yeah, true, B. Oh, can't be worse than Stampy Longhead or whatever his name is. Yeah, we don't have Touchwood as guys. Sorry. It might be my internet because, yeah. I'll head off in 2 minutes. I'll type so you know. Oh, that'll be right. I was just going to say I'm going to go. I'll just finish typing. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. But I think I'm going to go and get some cleaning done. This is nearly, I only have to go get the kids. Good. Oh, she's a brave woman. I'd have made him do it. Okay, guys, it's been an hour and a half. I have kept you way too long. I will try to give you extra notice when I'm going to do a live next time, and it won't be for as long because you got better things to do. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I so appreciate it. And I shall see you in the comments and maybe elsewhere. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Carissa. Catch us on Facebook. Carissa, get onto the Aussie Mum thing. Bye. Thank you.